Is that what we're talking about? We're just talking about the American facade. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. This is the Guinea Pig Association. I am Soundtruck. Next to me is my boy Bong, and next to him is my other boy Chad. And on this channel, basically what we're going to be doing is trying things. All right, we're going to try food. We're going to try drinks, alcoholic drinks. Food made with alcohol. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's get started.
So today it's a special occasion, 4th of July. America's top 4 commercial beers. We're gonna just try all the beers that are more popular in the US and give you our opinions on it.
Today's grading criteria is strictly opinion based. So if we didn't choose your beer as one of the 4 top beers in America, well,
Your beer sucks.
Yeah. We're going with a typical 4.0 grading scale. Nothing too fancy, so simple math for most people.
Yeah.
But with that being said, let's get started with our first beer.
All right, so the first beer is going to be good old Coors. All right, the Coorsy Mountains. I personally really like Coors. Just because it was like the first, when I really first started drinking, and you get like the beer that you like.
Oh yeah.
Coors was mine.
You know what's cool about that can? Doesn't it change color when it gets cold, or does it do that?
I don't know all of them, but I know the select cans.
Yeah,
the mountains turn blue.
Yeah, the mountains turn blue.
That's actually pretty cool.
That's one of the things that I liked about it. I'm into gimmicks. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm into gimmicks.
Give me a cup that changes color.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to go ahead.
So if you're new to this country and you want to see a cool can trick, just
Coors Light.
just turn your mountains blue.
Typically, almost all beers, American beers, tend to like look the same, don't they?
Yeah.
That is true. But I would say not all American beers, but
No,
like,
I would say
the commercial.
Yeah. All your big commercial beers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're all given that same
Mass produced.
very light look. And really they don't differ in flavor, so we're not gonna have much of a difference there.
No, I feel like I need some more. Hold on.
Oh, take it out. Alright.
Now I got the biggest glass.
Oh!
Well, la-di-da, why don't you start us off?
All right, so good old Coors from the Rocky Mountains, which I believe is Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And here we go.
Tastes American. Tastes like freedom.
Good old American. Like, I could taste this with my eyes closed and tell it was an American beer.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's very light. I mean, it is a Coors Light.
I wonder what gives that away.
It is a light beer. But I mean, it's smooth. It's not.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Because some light beers can still be a bit strong. But this one is nice and smooth. It's good to. Again, it's a good chill beer. I would say probably perfect for beer pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a real heavy feeling on your stomach when you drink this one, so you're right. Super. This is, as far as light beers go, this is typical for it. And yeah, good for drinking games.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know if it's. I don't think any beer is good with food, right?
Beer's too strong. For me, I cannot drink
I
that.
can't do the whole beer and eat. Yeah.
Same here. I was gonna say maybe
One or the other.
What's cool? Maybe from the beach, a lake.
Anywhere where you're drinking to basically get drunk.
So with that being said, what are you giving this one, Soundtrack?
I will give this, I guess, a B.
Yeah. Basic bitch.
I don't know. It's just a B. Like it can have more flavor. I get it's a light beer, but that doesn't mean the flavor needs to be light.
Yep. I'll go with you. B. Doesn't really do anything for me. Just another light beer.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. B, it's basic, American, just the way we like it. So.
Yep. That's the Coors for you.
Yep.
All right. So our next American beer we have is Michelob.
Michelob?
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 I guess it depends on how you read it.
I guess it depends if you're dumb or not.
Like
But
if you read it for the first time.
so Michelob Ultra. Does anybody know the slogan?
I'm not too familiar with their
I know the
slogan.
Coors Light, we knew the slogan, but I think this one is something along with it's only worth it. if you try it.
I don't know.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
Superior
Why
light
is it
beer.
not here?
I didn't know Michelob Ultra was also a light beer. I guess so. Michelob Ultra is a light beer as well. So we're trying another light
I
beer.
guess so.
It's called Being American.
America.
Does anybody like Michelob or have any?
It's definitely not a go-to beer.
It's not a go-to beer in my
Really?
household either.
I feel, well, I don't think I would buy it, but if somebody told me Coors or Michelob, I'd probably go for Michelob. I think it has better flavor.
I'll find out in a
We'll
minute.
find out.
I'll find out in a
Find
minute
out.
if you're right or not. But
See, I've tried this beer.
So much heads.
That's what she said.
That's how I like it. That's how I like it.
That's what she said. But yeah.
all right, well,
Yeah, so
let's find out if you were right about the flavor. Ready, set.
I say it's a little bit smoother than Coors.
Considering that they're both light beers, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you that one.
Yeah, yeah.
It does taste better.
Bullshit.
You disagree?
You just
I disagree 100%.
Why?
Because I just feel like this has way less flavor than the Coors did.
Really?
Yeah, for me it has.
I
less
mean, you got
flavor.
nothing but foam.
But I
Yeah.
tasted the beer with the beer comes up first.
I don't know.
Well, since we're all a little bit indifferent, I'll get us kicked off on this one.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna give this one, even though I said I'd choose this over Coors, I'm still gonna give this one a B, because it's still not my commercial beer of choice. I don't know why, but they told my dad after they took his leg,
What?
the nurses, man, they took his leg. We told him put down those Twinkies. He just couldn't say no to those
my
Twinkies.
God.
So they took his leg. They took his leg. So yeah,
Oh my God.
Can't feel my leg.
for some reason his first question once he came out of anesthesia was, "Can I have a beer?" And they told him for some reason, "We don't recommend you drinking anymore, but if you're going to drink, we suggest you try and stick to Michelob."
I don't know no doctor that's gonna, after taking your leg, is gonna recommend you drink any beer.
Bro, they're in cahoots with the beer company. They're going around recommending that to everybody.
There we go. Here we
Doctor, what's my best aftercare? Well, I recommend a couple of
They're trying to take his other leg. Look, the more aluminum cans we sell, the easier it will be to build his other leg.
Yes. Oh, wow. You gave it a B.
Yeah.
I'll give it a B because it's Michelob. And it's light and it's still basic.
Still basic.
And I still love America. Thank you for service.
I'm gonna go with a C because this really barely has any flavor to me. It barely has any flavor to me. These two got the worst tongues in the world. Yeah, you do. And also
What that tongue do, though?
it feels a little flat. Feels a little flat to me.
Whoa.
I mean, I would say that's almost any light beer.
Yeah.
And that's why we like it. 'Cause we can
Coors
drink all
wasn't.
day.
I didn't have that same feeling with Coors.
We just didn't touch base about it, of course.
Maybe because it had carbs something.
All right, time for our next beer, and it's a family favorite of mine. We've got the standard of beer,
King of beers.
king of beers,
King of beers.
Budweiser. That's right, we're going Budweiser on this one. I know the last two we went
Budweiser.
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 Because the last two we did go light, we had to go with a full beer this time. We're not
A
going
real beer. A man's beer.
Full-blooded.
Woman's beer too.
Pure blood. None of that mud blood shit.
Even though Budweiser Anheuser-Busch has some of the best marketing out there, especially with Bud Light and the real man of genius.
Real man of genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Gangster Rapper Posse member. Mr. Gangster Rapper Posse member.
Mr. Tupeware.
Payware, that's right. If you were a fan of those commercials back in the day, don't worry, we're putting a link in the description below, because even if you don't like this video, you'll love that one.
That is true.
Yeah, even if you didn't drink beer, You knew those commercials.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, just look at this glory of a can.
Okay.
Freedom.
America.
You can wear this can.
Anybody want to make a bald eagle sound?
I would no, but I will like to say this that Budweiser, if you don't know, like one of their big things, I think maybe it's around Christmas or whatever, but the thing with the horses,
Oh,
and whatnot, you know, they named one of their horses after Eminem.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
The horses.
Any other day of the week, I know what those horses are called, but it's escaping me right now.
They're really fancy looking.
Yeah.
Their legs are nice and hairy.
So we are actually fortunate enough to be in the fourth largest city in America, and that's Houston, Texas. And if you didn't know, there is actually a Budweiser brewery here in.
There's like 3 breweries. That's how much we drink.
Yeah. There's an actual bottling and brewery here in Houston for Budweiser.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, if you are around, because in our Christmas parade, you're right, they do have those horses march in our Christmas parade with those majestical.
But sir, Budweiser.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, she got me thinking about horses.
Your throat looks a little thirsty.
Wait, what's that song? Wow. Horses.
So let's get on with the drinking portion of this video.
And I will say something that Chad said earlier that you're right, all beers do pretty much look the same. I'll say this one is more pea looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a darker pea.
But then again, it's not also.
It could be apple juice
It's
too.
also not a light beer.
It could pass as apple juice.
I'm pretty sure we had chosen Bud Light.
I don't know what apple juice you drink has foam in it, but.
Well, okay, if you take away like the the foaming aspect, it looks like apple juice.
All right, well let's get going.
Why is for no time? More flavor,
More flavor.
more kick, more America. It's the bald eagle flying into our mouth.
Yep. That's the beer of
Bro,
NASCAR.
I feel
I don't
America
know if that's
running
true.
through.
Ricky Bobby would say you're right.
I feel America running through my veins.
I
man.
do.
Small wee little boy. I said, Dad, what are you drinking?
He's still a small little weed.
I said, Dad, what you drinking? He said, beer. I said, can I have a taste? And he put a big grin on his face and said, go ahead. And I tried it for the first time, and I spit it out. Nope.
Like,
beer is
nope.
disgusting. Even as an adult, I feel like beer is an acquired thing to
It really is. Like, I don't know. Like, I drink beer to drink beer.
Yeah.
Do I enjoy it really? Not
No.
really. Can I give a honest review?
Yeah.
As far as American beers go, it's number 1.
It's number 1. So what does that give your grade then?
No. Is it great? Good stuff.
Solely based on American beer, not any other beer, an A.
Okay.
An A. It's got a better taste. It's American. Look at this can. How can you not give it an A? If you don't give this an A, you're a Nazi. You are a Nazi.
That's how we fight the Nazis.
Are we still judging non-patriots as Nazis? They can't be anything else.
You're either a patriot or a Nazi.
I will also, and I will, amongst the beers that we have this evening, American, I'll also give it an A. One, because it has more flavor than the other ones we drank. Decent carbonation, real nice. And yeah, the can itself, because it's such a recognizable name, it just screams America. And Budweiser definitely does give that American pride.
Yep. And I will also be giving this one an A because I'm biased, and I'm just hoping that they see this video and that they bring back the real men of genius.
But yeah, good beer, great beer, awesome beer, number 1 beer, America.
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 All right, and now for our last beer of the evening. And none of us are too excited about this.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for alcohol.
Yeah.
Excited for alcohol.
Okay, y'all can be excited for alcohol. But this one is classified as the champagne of beer.
Wait, where's it say that?
That's their whole slogan.
Why?
I don't know why you would put champagne and beer in the same sentence.
I don't even like champagne.
So are they insinuating that like they're the best?
The proper
'Cause what
finest
is-
of the finest.
Because I mean,
Pinkies up.
Because what is champagne for it to be the Because what is champagne is the champagne of what? for you to call yourself the champagne of beer?
I don't know, but a little bit of behind the scenes work.
Okay.
I was responsible for bringing said brew together
Okay.
this evening. And when I went to my local grocer, it's a damn shame that this fucker comes in a 16 ounce for being the champagne of beer. But if you bring out its competitors, freedom, just fucking topples all over that little 16 ounce piece of crap.
Wait, so is there not a 24 in this?
I looked, not in their champagne quality of beer. There wasn't their super light one. And
They're too classy. They're like, nah, you're not gonna.
And I'm sorry, after
You're not gonna get sloppy drunk on those.
after having 2 light
Double
beers,
monocle wearing motherfuckers.
yeah, after having 2 light beers, I felt we needed a little bit of classiness. I just didn't know classiness would come at the cost of volume.
Well, let's see how this bad boy.
Let's see how this champagne tastes.
Hey, before you do this.
Oh,
pinky.
Swirl it. It's just champagne.
Pinky's
Pinky.
up.
Pinky.
Ooh, God, that tastes like garbage.
My stock portfolio just went up 10%.
I'm gonna start.
Okay, go for it.
It has flavor, yes.
Yeah.
Is it a good flavor? No.
What?
Miller's, I realize Miller is not a beer that I drink, and when I drink this, I realize why.
You have to live the high life.
Oh, I live the high life, alright.
Okay.
But yeah, so I would give it, I'm actually gonna give it a D.
A D?
I just don't like it. I don't like that it's called the champagne of beers.
But do you like
I don't
D?
like their other can. Their can is ugly and dull. It's dingy. Look at the can. The can is just dingy looking. Like,
You know what it looks like?
It looks like, hold on, it looks like it's from 1972.
It looks like it's from 1972 and it's been out in the sun since 1972.
Yeah.
Is this a D you wouldn't take?
This is the D I wouldn't take.
Well, I guess that leaves it on to me to give it another D. Whichever D made this D beer.
You put the schlong on it, the D.
Yep. Thanks a lot, D bag.
Alright.
Just your
Go
opinion.
ahead. Just go.
It's all your
Don't worry
opinion.
about it. We're not going to shame you.
No one's gonna shame
if
you for your
like
opinion.
it.
You can be honest.
I'm gonna give it a C.
Alright.
Let's see.
Let's-
It's not the worst.
let's get away with
It's not
the
the best. D, C, same thing at the end of the day.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
You're still a failure.
Yeah, it's not the shit.
The fact that you don't have a big. Matter of fact, bring all the other cans around. Surround this motherfucker.
We're not upset with you. You just let us down.
Your parents suck.
Let's see. Look at this.
No, surround this again.
You
Bring
just-
this one over here.
You just don't measure up
There you go.
to your brothers.
Look at that.
You just don't measure up, buddy. Get a little bit of consensus around here. Let's bring back the competitors. How do you see them stack up? I think we all, for the most part, agree. Number 1.
Number 1.
Anybody want to go and put their opinion in on number 2?
Oh, I was gonna say that one.
I kind of agree with him.
Yes.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 wins it. We got number 3 here, and coming in last place.
Coming in last place.
You don't deserve to be up here. You don't deserve to breathe the same air they do.
You really don't.
So if you're coming to America, this is what you should look for.
Yeah.
Well, that was our 4th of July special.
4th of July special.
Viva America.
Too bad the fireworks haven't started yet.
Yeah. They're coming though.
They're coming. Well, all I have to say is we're still number 1, right?
We're still number 1.
Still number 1.
We're
Still
number 1.
We're in America,
We're
so of
number
course
one.
we're number 1.
We're number 1. We're
Not only are we in America, we're in fucking Texas, man. You can't get more. This is how it goes, right? Texas, America. That's how it goes.
Yep.
Alright. Well,
And that's our video.
that's our